What's going on, YouTube? Alright, so today I wanted to kind of reflect on and talk to you about my experience with the goals I set out in the last video I put up. And so the goals that I set for myself, just to review in case you guys didn't watch the last video, was I wanted to go to bed at a decent time every night. I think I said roughly 10:30, maybe push it down to 10:15. I wanted to become a better active learner in class, as in participate more, ask more questions to really soak in the information. And then I also wanted to continue to develop and grow in achieving a positive mentality 100% of the time. So, negative things always happen, but seeing the best, being an optimist, seeing the best outcome in any situation, that can always help you keep that positive mentality. So I wanted to talk to you about my experience with those goals over the last week and talk about my success in them. So let's start with positive mentality. I feel like I've been doing a really good job in achieving this goal, because I had a tough test and a tough research project in my political science class that I'm taking over this last week. Practice started last week. That's been pretty tough. First week's never easy. And, going into that week, I felt pretty good about the mindset that I've been developing, but last week really tested it, and it put me to the test. And overall, last week was really hard, and I faced a lot of adversity, but I feel like I did a really good job of keeping a positive mentality throughout all that, and that's what really helped me get through it. And I think keeping that positive mentality really is helping me grow, especially as a basketball player, because it's helping me see, we do the same drills over and over, like, oh, this is boring, but instead of looking at it in the sense that, oh, this is boring, doing the same thing over and over again, I'm looking at it as, you know what, there's a reason we're doing this, it's going to make me better. And next, I wanted to talk about the active learning part. I feel like I've been doing a tremendous job in that as well, doing a way better job, especially in my political science class, which is kind of confusing. I've been really paying better attention in class, going into the professor, asking him for more help, and it really paid off because I got a good grade on the test, and I'm feeling pretty good about the paper I just submitted. So I feel like I've done a pretty good job there. And as far as the getting to bed earlier to try to improve my intellectual wellness and just overall wellness, sleep is very important. That's kind of an awkward middle ground there. I'm achieving it and not achieving it at the same time. And the reason I say that is because I haven't been getting to bed nearly as early as I said I wanted to, but at the same time, I haven't had my first class of the day over the last few weeks. So I've been going to bed later than I intended to, but I also have been sleeping in a little bit more since I'm not getting up as early in the morning to get ready for that class. So I would say overall I'm achieving in that goal because I'm not going to bed as early as I wanted to, but I'm still getting a good quantity of sleep, and honestly, lately my quality of sleep has been really good as well. So I think I'm doing a pretty good job there. Now, as far as growing on these goals, the positive mentality, I'm really getting close to just having that great mentality all the time, so I want to keep growing on that. The active learning part, you can always keep growing on that. Nobody's ever a perfect student, but yeah, just keep growing, asking more questions, participating more in my classes. It's really helping me in this class that I'm in right now, so I just want to keep growing on that. And as far as the sleep part goes, starting this week and building into next week, I'm really going to work on getting to bed around 10:15 every night, because not only will I have to start getting up for my first class again next week, which isn't that early in the morning, but I'd like to get up at a decent time. Starting next block, I have class at 8 a.m. and 10:30, and some days I'll have weights at 6 a.m. and then have to go to class. So it's really crucial that I get to bed at a decent time so I can get that good quality and quantity of sleep that I need. And so that's, starting now, I think I'm going to try to grow on that goal, go to bed earlier and earlier, try to go to bed around 10:15. So so those are the goals that I'm setting out for myself. I think this will probably be the last video on the channel, but I'm really going to challenge myself with these goals and keep growing on them. Thanks for watching, guys.